Welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into a book that completely redefined how entrepreneurs and innovators think about building companies. I am talking about Zero to One by Peter Thiel. If you have never heard of this book, it is essentially a masterclass on how to build the future. Thiel, a co-founder of PayPal and early investor in companies like Facebook, argues that true innovation isn't about competing in crowded markets. Instead, it is about creating something entirely new, escaping the trap of competition and building a creative monopoly. When we think about the future, we naturally hope for progress. But progress actually takes two distinct forms. The first is horizontal progress. This is copying things that already work, going from one to N. The best example of this is globalization, taking an idea that works in one place and spreading it everywhere. The second form is vertical progress. This means doing new things that nobody else has ever done before, going from 0 to 1. This is what we call technology. The book argues that the future of the world will be defined far more by technology than by globalization. In a world with scarce resources, just spreading old ways to create wealth around the globe will eventually lead to devastation. We actually need to invent new things to make true progress happen, just like humanity did with the steam engine. But how do we actually invent that technology? Large organizations struggle with this. Real breakthroughs almost always come from startups, small groups of people bound together by a sense of mission. To invent something new, you have to be willing to contradict conventional beliefs. Whenever a widely held belief collapses, we look back and call it a bubble. But the distortions those bubbles cause usually stick around. Thiel points out that the internet craze of the 1990s was a massive bubble, and the lessons people learned when it popped still distort how we think about technology today. The first step to thinking clearly is to question everything we assume we know about the past. This brings us to a core question. What does a successful business actually look like? The book offers a provocative answer. All happy companies are different because each one earns a monopoly by solving a unique problem. On the flip side, all failed companies are exactly the same because they failed to escape competition. A creative monopoly generates enough profit to support ongoing innovative development. Competition, however, destroys profits for everyone. It eliminates meaningful differentiation and turns business into a desperate struggle for survival. Society constantly preaches the value of competition. We see it in schools where students fight for the same grades, and in massive corporations fighting over the same market share. But rivalry just causes us to overemphasize old opportunities and slavishly copy what has worked in the past. It makes people hallucinate opportunities where none exist, which can eventually destroy them. The way out is proprietary technology. This is the most substantive advantage any company can have because it makes your product incredibly difficult to replicate. Think about how Google's search algorithms completely outpace the competition. As a rule of thumb, your proprietary technology needs to be at least 10 times better than its closest substitute to secure a real monopolistic advantage. Now, you might be thinking that getting a 10 times improvement or building a monopoly is just about luck. Thiel strongly refutes this. He breaks down how people view the future into 4 distinct mindsets. First, there is indefinite pessimism. This person looks out at a bleak future, but has absolutely no idea what to do about it. Much like the slow-motion economic crises we often see, where leaders just react to events as they happen. Then, there is definite pessimism. This person believes the future is knowable, but bleak, so they must intensely prepare for it. Thiel uses China as a primary example here. Despite massive economic growth, the growth is based on relentlessly copying the West because they know their massive population will push resource prices higher. The leadership and the public take the future incredibly seriously because they fear things will get worse. On the positive side, we have definite optimism. To a definite optimist, the future will be better than the present, but only if they plan and work intentionally to make it better. These are the people who make big plans and fundamentally change the world. Finally, there is indefinite optimism. This person expects the future to be better and expects to profit from it, but they see no reason to design it concretely. Instead of working for years to build a specific new product, they just rearrange things that have already been invented. You see this mindset everywhere today. In finance, people treat diversification as the ultimate goal. In government, the focus shifts to just sending out more checks rather than solving root problems. You even see it in biotechnology, where an undefined, throw-everything-at-the-wall approach leads to fewer approved drugs and worse investment outcomes. Ultimately, the book argues that an indefinite view creates a world of leanness and reactive thinking. The real key to building the future is having a concrete goal and a long-term plan. It isn't about waiting for luck to strike. It is about deciding what the future should look like and building it from 0 to 1. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.